Please accept today's boon.
Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her? Or is that Inefa handing out food for the Frost Moon Scions?
Hello there. Would you like a feast of the moon, along with some snacks of the day?
So, what's new, Inefa? It was only a few days ago when we last saw you, but it looks like... And I know too? What are you talking about, Paimon? We're just here to help, duh.
In the wake of the disaster, it's all hands on deck. We responded to Lama's request for support. At times like these, the smallest good deed can inspire others and help them through the hard days ahead.
And we're using eggs and heating tubes to make that a reality. In true Krumkake Craft Shop style! Inefa! Did you hear that? The Traveler said I did good. The Traveler!
That's because it's true, I know. Proposal. If you can resist eating today's dessert, I will provide you with compliments, too.
No way! Well, that proposal got shot down quickly. I need something to get me through the hard times, too, you know. Mom!
Yes, dear. Go right ahead.
Excuse me. Could I... She helped us get safely out of Notcry, and she helped us get back home, too.
Of course she is.
But you stole my snacks, though.
Oops.
Shall we move to the open space near the center?
Thank you!
Aren't you the better pick for this job, Flintz?
You underestimate yourself yet again, Master Ilua.
Not at all. I rarely come by Nasha Town. I don't know any of the big shots here.
All in good time. Socializing is a step-by-step journey.
But you're much further ahead on that road, aren't you?
You're not seeing the full picture. You know the truth now. My friends do not understand my habits. There is no question about it. The Lightkeepers need a representative in the League. Someone who is upright, cares about other people, and can realize their self-worth through group action.
You say it like you wouldn't make the cut.
I am most flattered that you think I would. Sigh a little less, Master Ilua, and have more faith in yourself. All the Lightkeepers agree that you're a very promising young man. That is precisely why Starshina and Nikita felt safe delegating such important work to you.
I'm sure we all also agree that we would sooner die of dehydration than manage to wrangle anything out of you in a discussion.
My apologies. I am not in the habit of bringing water with me when I go out.
Whatever. I'll take the job. By the way, who else is part of this?
Oh, it's quite the who's who of Notcry. There's the Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions, the boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, a representative of the Voynich Guild, and even someone from the adorable Krumkake Craft Shop. I'm sure you will find speaking with them to be a genuine pleasure.
If you say so. I've never done this work before, so I'm honestly a little scared of making mistakes, but I'll do it. Not only is it our duty as
An admirable attitude to take. We have the chance to band together. And
yeah,
quite a few familiar faces have arrived. Let's go.
Wow! Everyone's here!
You seem well rested.
I know no one's asked, but I'm sure you all want to know, so let me just say, well, great, but not perfect. Starting to lose my mind from boredom. Can't drink a drop of alcohol while I'm waiting for my wounds to heal.
I'm sure you had a sneaky swig or two.
Wait, how'd you find out?
I'm sure you must be missing Mondstadt after all these years away.
Yeah, you could say that again. Every time I get news from Mondstadt, it makes me want to go back and see the... Honestly, once things are wrapped up here, I think...
Hey, looks like someone's taking the stage.
Can everyone see okay? Anyone need a boost?
I'll just listen from the back. It's fine.
You're taking this pretty seriously, huh, dear?
Well, it's not every day that I get the chance to see how people speak in official settings.
Soak it up like a sponge. I'll make sure you get a chance to practice for yourself later down the line. Actually...
Mr. Varka, are you forgetting that I'm not a Knight of Favonius?
I can knight you. Any particular...
Is he joking? I really can't tell.
You'll have to figure this one out for yourself. It'll be a good learning experience.
It is my honor to host the opening ceremony for the League, and to have this opportunity to speak to you all in my capacity as Voynich Guild representative.
Could this person also have been pushed onto the big stage by the real big shots? Guess I'm not the only one then.
We come here today, having weathered the trials and hardships of yesterday, and having learned from them the importance of unity and...
All right, here we go. Uh-oh, looks like Aino's off in Dreamland already. Wait, boss is looking kinda drowsy too.
Come on, get the speech over with already.
Nodcry is our home, the land we rely on for survival. And as we chart a course for the future,
Looks like we'll have more opportunities to travel in the future.
I'm sure you'll cope, Lady Moonchanter. Unfortunately, I suspect I'll be too busy at the curatorium to act as your host. We have a...
It'll be all right. I'll just check your schedule with Yehoda well in advance. And if she's not available, I can simply ask Ashru.
You... So giving my employees extra workload isn't enough for you?
I thought you'd approve. Aren't you forever increasing your employees' workload?
That's a bold statement. Are all the Frostmoon Scions feeling more on...
Columbina's return has brought joy to all who care about her. As for the Frostmoon Scions, we are learning how to thrive independently. It is up to us to make our home a more livable place.
I like the word try. It's nice and non-committal. You can opt out at any time and still...
You don't see a bright future for the...
I'm just not as optimistic as you. The Frostmoon Scions should count themselves lucky that they have a leader as stubborn and enterprising as you. But Nodcry's a big place, with all kinds of people.
Well, that's where you... Unless... the curatorium...
For now, yes. And that won't change until...
What would make it worth your while?
Getting out more than I put in. Right now, I'd barely break even. But I'll grant that it's a good start for Nodcry.
Then maybe it's worth a try.
All right, you can stop now. Or do I have to join the Frostmoon Scions?
You'd be very welcome to join us.
Hey, you two! Congrats on all your hard work!
Nefer was trying to dissuade me from adding to her employees' workload. Also...
Sorry, what?
Your conversations are always the most interesting. Would you two care to join me for some tea before heading to your next destination?
Nicole? Wait, where...
Sadly not. I'm otherwise occupied right now. I'm sorry, Paimon. If it's any consolation, let me say that how things appear on the surface is a far cry from what they are at their core. Perhaps you'll feel better if you focus on the fact you have a special line of communication with the great mage herself.
Okay?
No, or...
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Not for the time being. Just think of this as a general check-in to make sure this communication system is still running smoothly. Besides, it's good to chat once in a while if we want to maintain our friendship.
You could have just said so. Still, the best friendships are built through face-to-face interaction. It's never gonna stop being weird having tea with you when you're not there and just talking to thin air.
All right, fair point. I'll bear that in mind.
Yeah. Any update on that
Alice just informed me that they had their work cut out for them. And now everyone's thoroughly exhausted. But they did finally get things back under control. Still, we can't let our guard down yet. The disruption caused by this disaster has made Tevat easier to detect from the outside universe. She plans to wait for things to stabilize, then reschedule her Mondstadt vacation plans. As for me, I agree with Hat Guy's perspective. This is a time when many new variables are emerging, and the situation is changing constantly. Plus, most of this change is for the worse. We have to remain vigilant and ensure that the embers of chaos are not rekindled. I did notice that the energy in Nodcry changed somewhat after the War of Funerary Flame, but since it was still aligned with the Light Realm, I never gave it a second thought. It looks like I'll have to examine the connections between phenomena I observe more closely in the future. Just doing my duty. It's more or less second nature by now. Of course. To give you the full picture, I'd have to start with the substance from which angels were formed. Never mind. Paimon's right. Showing off my knowledge would be much more satisfying in person. By the way, you did receive the gifts from the Hexen Circle, yes? I'm not trying to claim credit or anything, but they're quite similar to the protective talisman that Alice gave Dory. But...
Oh! So that's what kept our friends safe when Dotori trapped them.
Indeed. We went to great lengths to make sure they were invisible to his eyes. I'm so happy they came in handy. Still, not fishing for gratitude, by the way. Anyway, I'll contact you if anything else crops up. Oh, my angelic instincts are you should head to the docks next. Your friends are about to board their ship home.
We're in for a place that's perfect.
Somehow seem even freer than those in Moscow.
You're here.
You're here too, Hat Guy.
No, I'm bound for Sumeru, and she for Fontaine. Everything seems fine. Sandrone may have an abominable temper, but she's always been very responsible with important calculations, and things entrusted to her by valued friends.
You always speak as if you know us inside out, Mr. Hat Guy.
Maybe I'm just a good judge of character.
I certainly hope that's all there is to it. Regardless, you have been a significant help in this matter. For that, you have my gratitude.
I didn't do anything special. Sandrone's the one who completed a seemingly impossible formula and turned the tide of the entire battle, even giving her life in the process. She's the one we should be thanking.
Even we were unaware that Sandrone had hidden the real formula inside Polonia's body. She managed to fool Dottore into thinking the formula was running in her system by installing an identical-looking decoy within her.
She probably realized that she didn't have the strength to stop Dottore. But this way, she could at least get him to lower his guard. She always worked like that.
Well, that's why I'm traveling to Fontaine. She made a request of me long ago, and the time has come to fulfill it. She said that should she ever fail in a mission, she'd like me to deliver her core and Polonia's to the Fontaine Research Institute. She also mentioned that she had made arrangements for people there to set her affairs in order. Some of her personal effects, such as her notes, were left to me. I've decided to take them back to the House of the Hearth. For safekeeping, primarily, but also As mementos, I suppose. However, there is one book among them that I'd like to leave in your care. I'll have someone deliver it to your residence at the flagship. No, I was specifically warned not to tell her. This is her last wish, and I will abide by it. I can only hope so, but none of us here can know for certain. I bade farewell to Columbina earlier today. As promised, she turned the iridescent moon's marrow over to me. She spent a long time with Sandrone's body, saying her goodbyes. Sandrone's passing has left a great wound in all of our hearts, but Columbina surprised me. She offered me some words of comfort before I departed. Despite being grief-stricken herself, she showed an awareness. She never used to act like this. Huh. After these recent events, the Tsaritsa has revoked the Pale Star Edict. Snezhnaya now realizes that the arrest warrant for Columbina was just a ploy by Dottore, who coveted her powers. I shall return to Nodcry to see her as soon as I find the time. I hope that from now on, she too will explore more of the world. Columbina Hyposelenia's journey is only beginning. My ship is here. Traveler, Paimon?
What are you still bumming around for? I thought today was the day you'd agreed with her to go find... You're afraid you won't like the truth? Well...
Don't say that!
Fair point. They say blood's thicker than water. No matter what the truth turns out to be, finding the truth is important. At least, that's the life lesson I've learned. What? Now that Dottore's dead and gone? A little, I guess. Maybe I regret not getting to end his life with my own hands. Either way, I'm going back to Sumeru. Lesser Lord Kusanali is gonna need help dealing with all the chaos Dottore left in his wake. Not just from this incident. You should continue with your journey, as you've always done. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again someplace else.
So, what should we do now? If you want to explore a bit more to steady those nerves... After all, when Columbina said she knew where your ship was hidden, Paimon promised to give you two some alone time with the truth. It hasn't been all that long since we were last apart, sure. Ain't no biggie. Paimon's sure you'd prefer to digest the news, but no matter what you see, just know you can share it if you can't make sense of something. Let's give it some thought together. Feel better now? Alrighty. Columbina, we're here! Can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We're done.
Well, it's just, now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. Try and fit in with the Frost Moon. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare get too close. And they bow their heads when I walk by, but things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity in their eyes. Hopefully, by the time the next moon prayer night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as myself.
You'll do fine, Columbina. Paimon's sure they'll realize you're super nice once they get to know you better.
You really think so? When we first met, you thought I was a little up in the clouds.
We were just starting out then, come on.
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Ether, what happened to our spaceship back then? It's time to learn the truth at last.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? I said that my story began on the moon, but while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the future. I just had yet to discover it at that point. The story of the time before I was born was in fact the story of my distant future. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality, I sensed something I hadn't expected. Your prologue.
So you...
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the frost, the great ruler of the firmament.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Teyvat. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? I know it must have been hard. Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon. With no...
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, it belongs to me and Ether. Those memories belong to us. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the Heavenly Principles.
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take care, alright? And don't forget to come back soon!
Rest assured, Paimon. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon.
Yes.
Stories like that don't
You don't...
I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Teyvat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Teyvat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then there's Sandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again, even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your sibling's story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that he rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, he would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in his eyes.
Ether.
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. I remember writing something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's Whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be all right.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too, on Moon Prayer Night. Solitude for me once meant living a life in which even but that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained after...
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Tavad is right there. All of our friends are down there, waiting for us.
You're right. Thanks.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own eyes. Besides, I've always wondered how Tevat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just gazing at it. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but...
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nefer a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with Kuvaki. I think I'll save my eyes for seeing special moments I really want to remember.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Tevat. I thought that Ether and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries on end. But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Tevat once before. A long, long time ago.
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No. The ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Ether found me, he came from outside the ship. Could this mean that he left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass over Tevat?
Are you alright?
Yes. I can feel that the truth is coming together. I remember Ether telling me that when he first arrived in Conria, he could not recall the past. So this might be something that even he doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Ether's. He always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge difference.
Really?
Yes. It's still the same you. You're the same person, no matter...
Only Columbina would make an observation like that.
Traveler, do you consider Tevat your home?
Home is wherever Ether is. But then, after all the time I've spent here and everything I've been through... Yes.
Would you change your answer if Tevat changed appearance? I mean...
I don't know. The truth is not what matters most to me about Tevat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, you just take it at face value. I thought that a home was a transaction. But you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like.
That's because your friendship matters to us.
In the past, I thought that my birth in Nodcry must have been a mistake. But after journeying to the distant past where the story began, I realized now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvaki to Nodcry again, that it may continue to—
Wait! But...
I won't. Not this time. I am only returning to not cry the part of me that it needs. Oh, and I have...
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you.
My power. It feels like it's grown. I can use the elements more. Thank you.
You're welcome. I see you as family, and after everything you've done... Here, this flower is for...
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry, I'm finally discovering the joy of giving.
Hey, better? What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess?
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. Down into that. The moon seems so far away, but on the moon, everything feels so close by. The haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally been dispersed. I don't have a lot of luggage. Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little longer. After that,
These clothes bring back so many memories.
the journey goes on. Like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there... Oh. Most people would probably tell you... In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it Kreshnik's torch. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was... I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnogrod. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for harbingers. I like... Ice cold. In fact, I don't... Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged, nor accepted that power. Okay. It shall cast down its true...
To Jean, acting grand... this preamble is such a pain to write. It's probably high time we got rid... I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil scheme. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, aka the Moon Goddess, who has left their organization, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. May she rest in peace. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. But until we can ascertain the Sarits in a short while... Wait, how am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in the letter that I'm heading home? Okay, I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I'm sure they'll be able to answer any questions you... I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic... I think of Mondstadt daily. Please give her... P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can give her? P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any serious problems, feel free to stick me in solitary confinement when I get back. Whew. And with the moon shining down brighter than ever...
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra. Ad Astra Abbott.